What's going on, my dudes? This is Mr. Gardner, and this is Math Time with Mr. G. Today we're going to do piecewise functions part 1. So we're going to start off real slow, real basic, and we're going to build on it. So the question is, what is a piecewise? And a piecewise just means, what if we only care about a certain part of the graph? For example, I only want to start caring about the graph after I make my first $1 million. I only care about the graph for people between the ages of 10 and 20. So piecewise means what we care about from a certain point. So let's look at just a super basic function, and then we'll add piecewise to it. So my basic function is -1 up 2 over 1. So piecewise says, make that same graph. I only care about it for values that are $1 or greater. So greater than 1 or equal to 1. So our steps for doing a piecewise is to graph our function. So I'm just going to go back, and it's going to be the exact same image as we did before. And our second step is to make a dot at our magic number. This $1 is our magic number. So I'm just going to make a dot at where x is 1 on our graph. So I go to where x is 1 and I make a dot. And just like we did with inequalities, if it is greater than or equal to, I'm going to fill in the dot. If it's just greater than, I'm going to leave it open. So this is going to be a closed dot. And then my final step is erase the unwanted part of the graph. What's the unwanted part of the graph? We care about every time we make $1 or more than it. So $1 or more we care about. Everything less than this we don't care about. So we just pull out our eraser, and then we erase from our dot everything that we don't want. So I didn't want anything less than. I want to keep everything greater than. So again, our steps are to graph. Then we go to our magic number 2 up to our graph, make a dot. Because it is or equal to, I'm going to fill in that dot. Then I'm going to get my eraser and erase everything that I don't want. I want to keep everything bigger than 2 and get rid of everything else. All right, so one more time, we're going to graph again. I'm going to make a dot at our magic number. It is or equal to, so that means fill it in. And this time it says keep everything less than 2. So everything bigger than 2, when we're talking about the x-axis, we don't want. So I'm going to erase all of this. All right, 2 more practice. I'm going to graph, circle, and then I'm not going to fill it in because it is just greater than and just less than. There's no equal to, so it's going to be an open dot. All right, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments section. Other than that, be kind to each other, ask lots of questions, and think deeply.